Hey everyone, so this is the part two series. I know my last video went maybe longer than 3 minutes. I'm going to try my hardest, but I get on a topic and I can't stop. So what am I supposed to do? So this is all on how to be a Rockstar employee during a pandemic. And who ever thought that that would be a how-to guide we'd all need, right? I didn't think so. But I think a couple things are really, really critical during these times. The first thing I want to get to everybody is show value. I mean, this is value, value, value time. We know that we're all in insurance as essential employees. Thank you. We're finally getting the credit we deserve. But we really have to be driving value at every turn of the corner, especially with people working remotely or socially distant. It's really easy for us to maybe slip through the cracks and, have managers or some leadership say, well, what's going on here? What's this? What's that? And they have more time on their hands to run reports. So the best way to think about this is, how can I add the most value to an agency? And the best things that we can do are to really focus on cross-selling, focus on connecting with clients, focus on following our processes and procedures, and focus on, kind of staying as current as possible. So I think that's one of the first things is add value, show value. Make sure people know that you are excited to be at this agency and excited to work on this team. The next thing I want to say is communication now is so critical, right? Before, people could see you walk into work, they could see what's going on. They'd pop over, they'd hear, they'd feel. And I've heard this from a lot of agency owners this week, which is like, I used to be able to feel the phone ringing. I used to be able to feel and see things. And when feelings take over and we start thinking about that, we lean on reporting. And what I want to say to agency team members right now is over communication is never a bad thing. When a producer or an agency owner emails you or asks for something, hopefully they're using the management system to task it, as you'll learn in our time management program, not email. But aside from that, write back, I'm on it. Thank you, I've got it. You'll hear back from me tomorrow. Whatever it is, just don't let it pile up and sit, because that's when questions start happening. And that's when we all have a tendency to follow up more and more and more and more, because we're losing that control and relinquishing it. The other thing that I think is really important on the communication front is tell people what's going on. Tell people where you are. Tell people if you're having a good day. Tell people if you're having a bad day. Tell people if it's stressful having your kids at home. For so many agency owners, they'd rather know than feel it and find it and have to address it. And those are some difficult conversations I've been having with agency owners of, I just don't know as though they're putting in that full amount of work, and we can be flexible here. There's options on the table, but we need to communicate about it. So if that's a situation, go and proactively communicate so solutions can come. Don't hide it back, because when you're going to crack, and two, the agency's going to find it. The third thing that I want to, say to be a rock star team member during these times is really think about, okay, things are different. How can I capitalize? How can I clean my email up? How can I get my suspenses down pat? How can I go out of my way to make someone's day? How can I check in on other team members? And so knowing that things are different, we're all outside of our comfort zone. What things can we add in that would say, on my things in my head, man, I've always wanted to get more email addresses. I've always wanted to be able to call people on their birthday. Kind of bring these things forefront and do something different that shows and demonstrates that you're connected, that you're thinking about the customers, because they're ultimately who's paying our bills right now. And so you really have to kind of stop for that for a second. And the last thing is to be a Rockstar team member is to check in on your other team members. If somebody's having a bad day and you can help them out, that's great. If somebody's having a bad day and maybe they need to take a vacation day, that's okay too. But the real bottom line is, how can we all stay connected as a team? And if one person's struggling and maybe we can't see it today because those boundaries are up, what can we do proactively as a team to bring that to our attention? And then finally, the last thing I'm going to do, and this is a really important one, guys. We talked yesterday about how to be a rock star leader, but just remember, leaders are people too, right? Leaders are spouses, leaders are moms and dads, leaders have, parents that they haven't seen in a while. Leaders are trying to take care of you guys. Check in every now and again with your leader and ask how they're doing. And I know that sounds simple and easy, but think about it. If you're a parent out there, which I'm not, but I know this feeling. And sometimes you're running so strong and trying to have so much duct tape for everything in your life. No one ever stops and says, hey, how are you doing? And just letting your leader know that you care and that you're thinking about them, or telling them you did a really good job about taking care of us. You did a really good job of getting the technology set up. Hey, you did a really good job on that last Zoom meeting. That's a really big opportunity. So take these, have some fun with them, and make sure you check out our Friday email because it's going to be awesome. I'll talk to you soon.